Hey, what's up, everybody? Dave here from Let's Talk Crypto. Today, I'd like to talk about what's going on, what the FUD, what is going on with the market. Is the market crashing? We have a market cap currently of $441 billion, down from 540, 50 just a few days ago. Over $100 billion has been lost from the marketplace alone. Everything is red, down 20%. Ripple is 25% on Cardano, 20% on Stellar, 20% on EOS. Oh my God, people. This is like a fire sale. Most people would panic right now. Now, the first thing I want to tell you is I am not a professional stock advisor. This is not professional advice. You always do your own research and make your own decisions. Never spend more money than you're willing to lose, because it is gambling. Now let's talk about the market, people. Now, of course, nobody likes to see red, but the reality is if the market was only ever green, 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 going up, 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 no one would ever sell their stocks and you wouldn't have a market. You need buyers and you need sellers in a market. And unfortunately, it is hard to accept when you bought a stock yesterday and it's down 20% today. But if you're looking at it from a long-term point of view, you're getting a deal on it. What you're buying now, if you're holding out for the long term, you can just look at it as a fire sale, like you're going shopping on Boxing Day, for example. Let's have a look at the global history of the market. Right now, we are currently sitting at a market cap of 466 billion. We touched down on that in January, just between the 15th and the 22nd. We touched down to 428 billion. Now, this is a 3-month chart, by the way. Looking back, our next level of resistance or support seems to be in the, it's up here, I apologize, 376 billion. So could the market technically go down to $370 billion like it was before December? Absolutely. But look at this. In December to January, it went from 380 to 816. In the span of less than a month, there was, 384? There was over $400 billion injected into the market. So, let's do a little history, people. Okay, so currently, like we said, we're sitting at a market cap of $450 billion. If we go back in time, and what we're looking at right now, let me just make sure I know what we're looking at. I want to have a look at, let's do it this way. All right, I want to have a look at what the market was at this time last year. So in 2017, in January, towards the end, or the beginning of February, the market cap for Bitcoin was $14 billion. Right now, it's at $150 billion, $100 billion down from what it was just a few weeks ago. Ethereum wasn't even at $1 billion market cap. It has a $930 million market cap, and Ripple was only at $233 million. This was 1 year ago. You could have picked up a Bitcoin for $922. You could have picked up an Ethereum for $10. You could have picked up a Ripple for basically less than a penny. I think it's 60% roughly of a penny there. So let's fast forward a little bit. So if we go into February at the end of the month, again, you're still going to get an Ethereum for around the $10 range. It looks like Ripple is still around 6 cents, and a Bitcoin has gone up a few dollars to 1,100. So the market is moving up a little bit. Now let's just check and see what happens if we fast forward a little further. So let's go to October. All right, sorry about that. And let's see. Whoa, wow, look at that. A Bitcoin worth $5,000. That's about 5 times what you paid for it. Ethereum worth $300. Well, that's about 30 times what you paid for it. And a Ripple worth 2 cents. Well, I know that's a few more than you paid for it, because like I said, I think it was about 60% of a penny. So I'm pretty sure that you just made 4 or 5 cents. Now, 4 or 5 times your money, pardon me. Now, one more, people. Let's fast forward one more time and let's go into early December. And look at that. We got a Bitcoin of 13,900. You got an Ethereum of 445. And you got a Ripple of 23 cents. 23 cents. 23 times your money. So all I can say is this is my logic. I am not a professional investor. Yes, I do know how to use charts, and I do understand Fibonacci retracements, and I understand lines of support and resistance. And of course, I put that thought into the way I buy coins. I'm sorry if I refer to them as stocks once now and then. But anyways, the point being is this. The way I look at it is really simple. The market cap has been growing every year exponentially, almost by 2 since 2014. This year, it's getting even easier for the common person to be able to get into the market, to actually be able to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, XLM. These things last year were almost impossible for the average person to do. Even if they'd heard of cryptocurrency, they would have no clue on how to buy it. Now, Coinbase has been great for the starters, but now that we have things like Robinhood and Robinhood and all these new platforms that different banks overseas and all announcing that they're going to be selling their clients Bitcoin and Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies, that's only going to help the market grow. And I think over the course of the year, just like last year and the year before, the market will exponentially get bigger. Now, the one other thing I want to say is that I believe that the Chinese New Year is absolutely affecting the market, and it does every year. And I don't think that's a shock to anybody who's been in this market for a few years. In fact, what most people who've been in this market for a few years are doing, and I know I did it, I ran yesterday and I got myself some money out of the bank, sent my fiat over to the exchange, and I bought myself some Ripple. And then I woke up this morning and I went, oh my God, I thought $1.12 was a good deal on Ripple. Now it's 95 cents. What do I do? And this is the hardest thing to do, people, is when you're taking your hard-earned money and you're putting it into this stock and it's going down. Well, let me tell you something. No shit, Sherlock. Guess what, people? We're in a downtrend market right now. And anything you buy, there's a good chance that it can be worth less in a week or two. But at the same point, if you don't put all your eggs in one basket and maybe you leave some money aside to buy it all the way down at different buy points on its way down, then when it goes up over the course of the year, you will have got it at a great deal. This is what the rich people do. They don't panic. They wait for all the little fish to panic and say, oh my God, I lost this and I put in 10 grand and I only have 3 grand. I better sell it now before I lose everything. And that's exactly what they want. The big money comes in and they buy up the fear and they go against the current. You swim against the current. If you go with the current, you're just another fish in the sea. If you have the strength and no weak hands, if you have the strong hands and you can weather the storms, and let me tell you something, by the time you get to December, if you can hold your stuff from now till then, your coins, you deserve the profits you're going to get. You deserve the 10x and the 5x and the 7x's because you've weathered storms. You've watched your money go up. You've watched your money go down. You can't sleep at night. You're checking your stock checker or your little app on your phone to say, oh, I'm down 5,000. I'm up 2 grand. It's a nightmare. I understand. But you can't look at it that way, and you don't want to. Some days you just want to walk away. Go ride your bike. Go do something. Whatever. If you have a job, that would be a great thing too. You should stick to your day job and, let their stocks do what they're going to do and you not to worry about it because, like I said, I'm not a professional advisor. I'm not here to give you advice. I'm just telling you my opinion and the way I look at the market and the way I'm looking at it for the long term. Yes, I have bought some coins that I look to get rid of in the short term, hopefully closer to the summer, that I will buy other coins with that I think are a better opportunity at the time, perhaps a few ICOs along the way. But the point being is, don't panic, people. Hold tight. Keep your money close to you, and don't worry about it. Like I said, this is the way, I hear about the news and I hear about all these people that don't know Bitcoin and they say, oh my God, it went down. I heard it was $8,000. Yeah. Well, if it's not $8,000 and then $20,000 and then $12,000 and then $25,000, how do you buy and sell and make money off it? You don't. And there are tons of people who are buying and selling Bitcoin or Ethereum and these other ones on the dip, selling the lows, buying the highs, and they're making money. It's patience. It's watching the market. It's understanding that right now the market is downtrending, so there's a good chance that any stock you buy, you're going to lose some money on, but not necessarily in the long run. You know, before Christmas, one of my buddies, I talked him into buying some Ethereum, and then he went on a complete tangent. He found out about all these websites, and he got himself on Binance, and you know, the next thing you know, he was buying up all these different Ripples, and he bought Verge and Tron and a whole bunch of ones, and he was asking me about all of them, and of course I told him what I thought. And you know, he was buying them for, you know, I think he said he bought Tron for 12 cents or 14 cents, and he sold it for 22 cents. And yes, he's not a genius. Like I told him, I said you could have thrown a dart at a dartboard, hit any one of those stocks, and if you'd bought it on Monday, by Friday you made money. You are not some kind of stockbroker genius. You have no clue. The only thing you know is that you heard someone tell you Ripple's amazing and it's going to be worth millions of dollars, so you should buy some. And the reality is he bought when the market was drastically going up. But then he learned the hard part is he got overinvested, and he decided, I'm going to go buy some more money and some more, to the point where now he's down on every stock that he owns, and he's calling me crying and whining and saying, why did you do this? And I said, I didn't do anything. You did, and you're going to thank me come December, so just go back to work and don't worry about it. And that's my advice to everybody, people. Don't worry about it. Markets do crash. We do get tons of FUD. Things like the Indian finance minister strikes stern tone on cryptos and budget speech. Things like Facebook banning ads for cryptocurrency. Factor FUD pressure drives crypto markets down almost 20%. So, you know, don't worry about it. It happens every year. But just know that the big banks and the big people behind it, the way I look at it is, right now, they don't want you to be into crypto because they really can't sell it to you yet. But the second they're set up to sell it on their platform to their clients that are already in stocks with them, I'm sure they'll be telling them how great crypto is and what a great way and opportunity to make money it is. So let's hold on for the long run, people. Listen, I really hope that you liked what I had to tell you. Please, if you like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate. The likes go a long way here. We are a new channel. We're just trying to get everybody, a community started. Basically help out some beginners, some newbies. We're going to review different coins along the way. We're going to talk market strategies. We're going to get into a whole bunch of stuff in the near future. So please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you later. Take care.